You've heard the lie 1,000 times. Money doesn't buy happiness. You nod along, post the quote, and then you check your bank account and feel the cold spike of panic. Being happy while broke is not a spiritual achievement. It's an existential tightrope walk. You are tired, not just physically, but spiritually. The stress of not having enough is a constant low-level inflammation in your mind. It poisons your sleep, it clouds your decisions, and it makes you constantly reactive to every financial hiccup. You've convinced yourself that this is just a temporary struggle, a heroic battle against circumstance. But the reality is, the scarcity mindset has become your default mode. You're trying to find peace in poverty. And the truth is, financial stress is a profound psychological burden that actively degrades your capacity for happiness. The lie of spiritualizing poverty. Here is the first brutal truth. Your refusal to prioritize financial competency is often a passive-aggressive spiritualizing of incompetence. You quote Stoics and gurus who preach contentment with little, but you're not choosing simplicity, you're failing to choose abundance. You rationalize your lack of money as a moral superiority, I'm above the rat race, when in fact you're merely avoiding the hard, uncomfortable work of mastering a high-value skill, negotiating your worth, or managing your existing funds with brutal discipline. This narrative feels comfortable because it gives you a sense of emotional high ground, while absolving you of the responsibility of action. You get to be the martyr, the wise sage, instead of the person who simply hasn't done the damn work. Think about how your broke mindset poisons your relationships and attraction dynamics. You are subconsciously carrying shame, and shame is repellent. When you go on a date, you're not present. You're silently calculating the bill. You refuse invitations because you can't afford them, but instead of setting an honest boundary, I'm saving money, let's do something free, you ghost or make a vague excuse. This makes you look evasive, unpredictable, and low value. High-value people, the ones who have their lives together, are looking for a partner who is a contributor, a builder, and who carries a sense of confidence and security. Your financial stress makes you an energy drainer. It creates an imbalance where you are perpetually the recipient, the person who needs to be subsidized, rescued, or covered for. This is not the foundation of mutual respect or genuine attraction. The shocking realization you must face is that money is not just currency, it is a measure of your boundaries and self-worth. If you constantly undercharge for your services, tolerate being underpaid, or make poor financial decisions, you are demonstrating to the world, and yourself, that you believe your value is low. The financial struggle is often the external symptom of an internal disease of self-respect. You fear asking for more because you fear rejection, and so you choose the quiet, chronic pain of not enough over the acute, temporary discomfort of negotiation. You are sacrificing wealth for comfort.
The small but powerful mindset shift you need is to stop seeking contentment and start seeking competency. Contentment is a wonderful byproduct of a well-lived, intentional life, but it cannot be used as a shield against reality. Your current job is not to magically feel happy about being broke. Your job is to take one small, concrete action today that increases your financial competency. This is not about becoming a millionaire. It's about taking 1 hour to track every dollar you spend, or spending 1 hour learning a new marketable skill. You are training your mind to associate action with security, not stoicism with suffering. The only way out of the financial anxiety loop is through mastery. You have to earn your peace. The tyranny of scarcity. You believe that if you just keep working hard, the money will eventually follow. But working hard without financial literacy and strategic thinking is just spinning your wheels. The reason you're still broke isn't a lack of effort. It's a lack of intentionality. Your mind is completely governed by the scarcity mindset, and this perspective acts like a filter, ensuring you only see lack, not opportunity. Here is the third harsh truth. The scarcity mindset is a self-fulfilling prophecy that actively degrades your decision-making. When you operate from a place of perpetual not enough, your cognitive capacity literally decreases. You become focused only on immediate short-term survival, the next bill, the next paycheck. This hyperfocus makes you incapable of seeing, let alone pursuing long-term, high-leverage opportunities. You'll waste time chasing a $20 refund instead of spending that time building a skill that could earn you $20,000. You make poor investments because you're desperate for a quick fix. You stay in bad jobs because the fear of losing the current paycheck completely outweighs the potential gain of a better opportunity. Your current financial state is not a reflection of the economy, it's a reflection of your tunnel vision. Consider the emotional tax this places on your partner if you have one. You are constantly projecting your financial fear onto them, creating an atmosphere of tension, doubt, and restriction. You argue about trivial expenses, not because of the money itself, but because your core sense of survival is constantly threatened. You are bringing a sense of emergency to every aspect of your shared life. This is not a partnership, it is a shared state of crisis. This tension degrades intimacy and trust. A partner wants to build a future with someone who is a calm problem solver, not a panicked victim. Your persistent broke status is signaling that you are not a safe harbor for a shared life. The shocking realization here is that your broke identity is a form of passive control over your freedom. If you had money, you'd have options. You could leave the job, move to a new city, or end the relationship that is draining you. These freedoms are terrifying because they involve risk and total responsibility. By remaining financially shackled, you get to stay put, blame the bills, and avoid the overwhelming fear of radical, self-directed change. Poverty is the perfect excuse for a small life. You are using your bank balance to negotiate your level of personal bravery. The ultimate mindset shift is to treat every dollar you earn and every hour you work as a tool for freedom, not a means of survival. Stop thinking of your money as something to be spent to manage anxiety, i.e., instant gratification purchases, and start viewing it as a resource to be deployed to purchase future options and security. Your focus must shift from consumption to creation. Your goal isn't to be happy while broke. Your goal is to be competent enough so that you are no longer broke, and then you can focus on happiness. You have to earn the right to peace.